the future of enabling agile, nimble supply chains, which is what a lot of what you guys are all about, FourKites is all about, is being able to leverage data at the edge to help our customers make better decisions. And we took a look at the landscape, and like we do with our whole venture portfolio, and zeroed in on FourKites being one of those sensor visibility companies that's really getting real-time, over the road, over the air, over the sea, over the rail information that can be used to make the supply chain more effective. I don't think any of us see the labor challenges getting better. If anything, they're becoming more challenging. So, our customers across all our verticals, but certainly in retail, are looking at how do they optimize that white space, how do they make more deterministic schedules, and then we just think about scale of operation. So, if you've got hundreds of stores or 1,000+ stores, each one of those inefficiencies at every one of those locations just gets magnified. I mean, the largest operating expense for a retailer, by a pretty long shot, is labor, right? So it's the largest operating expense, and the largest capital expense is inventory. And if you think about the way labor gets work done or executes, and the way labor is planned, they're super siloed systems. Yeah. So you have planning systems, and you have things like workforce management for labor planning, and then you have things like task management for execution. And we think the future, think about an on-demand world like you were just describing, where I can get what I want, when I want, how I want it delivered. And we think about reducing the manual orchestration of workflows and making that more automatic. It stands to reason that planning systems and execution systems need to merge. Zebra's focus is very much on identification, location, and condition. So if we can understand what is it, where is it, and how is it, particularly inside the four walls. Yep. And FourKites provides a lot of that visibility outside the four walls. And so, we can understand the condition of the shelf, and we know the inventory is actually there. That's tremendously helpful for retailers to be able to deliver an available to promise. So if I'm online and I say I want to go to the store and pick up an item, and the store knows through our technology that that item is literally on the shelf, they're not guessing or estimating, then they can be quite sure they can promise that to me. But where everything is going is to look forward in the supply chain. And so if we know that there's a shipment that's going to come in 3 hours to the store, and maybe that product isn't available to promise to me, but I'm not going to come by to pick it up till 7 p.m., and there's going to be a 3 p.m. delivery because I can see that from the FourKites data, then I know it's going to be available to promise by the time I come and pick it up. And as things become more and more real time, it sounds kind of crazy that, hey, the minutes and the hours are mattering, but they are. The number of ticks per hour that a warehouse fulfillment center needs to accomplish is more than they can do with people alone. And so bringing in autonomous mobile robots to be able to transport goods around that facility that are working in tandem with people is how they're able to hit those metrics. Right now, globally, there's roughly a 3% labor deficit overall when you kind of look across all the different work that needs to be done globally. And so it's really not about, they're really not taking jobs away. It's about augmenting the people that are there to fulfill the demand that exists. And so there is, may very well be kind of the first time in history where we're seeing the aging population combined with distribution of wealth and demand for goods result in a situation where there's actually unrealized economic output because there's not sufficient labor.